2, 3.
Mulder was brought here tonight.
This is an authorized zero, military personnel only.
I'm a federal agent.
Hold on, you're not going anywhere till we can see some ID.
There is no time for this. A man is dying.
Oh, yeah, from TV's X-Files, here's Gillian Anderson. Now tell us, for anybody who, I mean, insanely hasn't seen the X-Files, what are the X-Files? What's the show about?
The X-Files are cases that that have been unsolved, either by local law enforcement officials or police, and they call in the FBI.
And you play an FBI agent.
And I play an FBI
right.
agent who happens to have an undergraduate degree in physics and is a medical doctor,
right,
as well, for the sake of exposition.
And you have a partner.
And I have a partner
in the show.
Called, his name is David Duchovny, and he plays a character called Mulder.
Yeah.
And we go out and investigate what appear to be paranormal phenomena.
It's a really good show. I mean, it's kind of eerie all the way through, isn't it? They kind of keep that suspense going.
Yeah.
How did you get the part?
How did I get the part? It just seemed at the time to be an audition, just like any other audition. I went in and read for the casting director, and they just kept asking me to come back.
By the way, can I just say
you can interrupt me.
Would that be okay?
Yes.
At any point during this interview,
yes,
you may suddenly hear a strange sound, and we go into 60 seconds of secrets. You may have seen this earlier on, and we start asking the real heavy stuff, you know?
Okay.
And you have to answer honestly.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
Now, 15% of all Americans have had a UFO experience.
Is this now?
Yeah.
Are you asking me
I was reading the notes about the show,
right.
and we reckon that must be about between 20 and 30 million people have had, like, UFO experiences. Now, have you?
I have not. Have you?
Yeah, I've seen a UFO.
You have?
Yeah, when I was a kid, when I was 8, in a local park in Essex, I saw a UFO. Oh, I'm sorry. We've gone into hyper mode here. We've gone into 60 seconds of secrets. Okay, Gillian, do you like peas?
Yes.
Have you ever stolen a towel from a hotel?
Yes.
Do you use moisturizer?
Yes.
Who's your most famous friend?
David Duchovny.
Have you ever thrown rubbish from a car window?
Used to, yes.
Yeah? Have you ever rung a chat line, a talk line?
What?
You know, like one of those talk lines where you phone up to meet people? Do you iron your underwear?
No. What underwear?
Oh, that's it. Did very well, though, I thought. Let's go back to the show, The X-Files. They're presumably based on real-life cases, right?
Yeah, presumably. The writers take a lot of ideas from real-life accounts, and also from things that they read in books and articles and stuff. And,
yeah.
But in order to make it viable for, you know, and big enough for a television show, you have to a certain degree, expand in certain directions and change it a bit.
You guys watch The X-Files, Richard?
Yes.
Yeah? You enjoy it?
I love it.
Is this something you could see yourself in? Because you're weird enough, aren't you?
Do you think I'm weird enough to be in the X-Files?
No, I mean,
Baby poo thing was a little.
with all due respect, I mean, you have kind of a weird look about you, don't you? That's it. I've lost the audience. And what about? No, stop it! Stop it! Now, Nigel, have you seen the X-Files?
No.
What do you like to watch on TV, Nigel?
I like to watch Chris Eubank fight.
You like to watch Chris Eubank?
Yeah, very much.
Who's Chris Eubank?
Chris Eubank's a very famous, he's a very famous bus driver.
And he fights?
You said
Yeah,
that.
he fights. Coincidentally, he fights. He's a boxer.
Oh.
Yeah. Now, I understand you were born in London, right?
No, I was not actually born in London. I grew up here. I spent about 9 years of my childhood here.
Oh, really? What?
Yeah.
In what part of London?
In Crouch End.
No, you're kidding.
No.
The star of the X-Files spent 9 years in Crouch End?
And Haringey.
Really?
Yeah.
So, I mean, would you not want to work in Britain? I mean, there's the theatre here and the
Oh, I'd love
television
to.
and,
I'd love
now the British film industry is...
And boxers and,
and
you know,
boxers
yeah.
and stuff like that.
I'd love to box in
Yeah?
England.
You'd like to do boxing?
Yes.
I'll be her first opponent.
You'd want to be your first teacher, I would imagine. Well, listen, thank you very much for coming on.
Am I done?
You're done now, yeah, that's it. Yeah, we're going to wrap you up now because we lost interest, frankly.